What is up, everybody? How we doing today? Your host Don Gotti here. A little live for you, a little live action, if you will. Got a Team USA tryouts, and as captain, I have been told I need to admin cam this stuff. So we're gonna give you a little stream of it. Hopefully, we get a little bit of a show for you tonight. If you get to see these rosters later, I promise you will freak out when you realize what it would take to get all of these people together on a team. And then to see them all on the exact same field at the same time is absolutely wild. So hats off to the World Cup Dome. This is our Team USA tryouts, guys. We got 250 plus guys wanting to be part of the team. We only got room for 75, so going to be an interesting one. We have started here in about 10 seconds, guys. So get your popcorn, kick back, relax. Let's have us some fun. Rockets are flying. You see some off-rip snipes trying to occur. AA network is the point. None of these are hitting their target. Obviously, you see, I think, a little bit slower of a start than most people are used to here. Rockets back the other way. This is so much fun to see. Rockets landing just below me. So we picked AA network because we thought, you know, what map is about as fair and open and brutal as AA network. It'd be a good one for each side, not too one-sided, you know what I mean? So that's where we were thinking tonight. We've got plenty going for us. You see Team Red, Randleman, Bun Bun, Fubar, Akers, T-Tony, Noah J. From the Pathfinders, Wani, 3-5. Paul, look, we've got Demonic on the other side running Sniper. 9PZ in the house. Dawn Live Stacks from 75th. Obviously, if you look on your screen, you see plenty of LGN out there. We've got some HLLE. This is too cool, guys. This is too cool. First mid-cap going the way of, we're going to say, blue. Smithers messed us up a little bit. He's supposed to be on this side, and I'm supposed to be on the other side, so my stream banner is backwards. We're on the side of red today, but we're going to leave it. It doesn't matter. This is USA versus USA. We've got tryouts, and that is really all that matters tonight, folks. Going to try to get some... Ooh, here we go. Allied armor in the distance. That's going to be AMAC and crew. Ooh, collapsed in Maryland. Boy, it's touchy when you're out like that. When you're zoomed in. Oh, whoa. Sending another one over. 75. Taking one as well. They're going back and forth, guys. AMAC and crew appear to have backed up a little bit. Just barely visible over the crest of the hill. Panzer IV backing up slowly, trying to get a better view. We've got Artie raining in now as well. Oh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting, you guys. We are going to head on over this away. Let's take a look out to the west, ladies and gentlemen. California, Leaf Blower, Dig, Bicken, Teej Rules, Ivan Spargo. Ledford creeping around. Look how close these guys are to each other. Ledford doesn't hear him yet. He knows, hey, wait, where's he at? Trying to find him. Ivan goes down. Leaf Blower. Blowing some leaves until JPL steps in and says, I don't think so, cuh. Take your leaves and go and get. Back to the business here on AA Network. Looks like the Allies perhaps are, or I'm sorry, the Axis here rather, are working their way in, getting the cap pressure now. Fubar taking one out but going down. I believe anti-tank Frank might have dropped him. Number Gryazny taking the lush. 12 gauge Noah J. Fools, we got the boys in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is hot right here, folks. We're going to do a little bit different for the stream just because we've got to make sure that we capture some action. We want to see some movement and all that, so we're not going to bounce around quite as much today. So if you're hoping to see that, or if you go, hey, this is a little boring, I am sorry. But we're trying to get some good gunfights, you know, on camera so we can show what is going on a little bit. So that being said, I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna get this posted in a few discords here. We're gonna try to get things going. Yeah. Let me go ahead and rotate a little bit here. So the kicker for today is that neither team is allowed to 5-0, so the max you'll see is a 4-1. We're testing everybody out. We've got Awake right now, working the line here with the boys. You see how spread out they are, working every possible angle, all the important parts. Looking great. Obviously, Horty is going to be on the other side tonight as command. So these two trying out for that starting position. One of which may get it. We cannot tell at this point in time, but we're going to figure it out. I promise you that. Garrison's got a good spread so far. Squad leader's able to take up much of the map. Alright, guys, sorry, you're gonna be like, oh, why are we in the map, Dom? Well, we gotta be, my guy. Wiggafish, Stole, Phantom, Rock Pile. Look at this. Imagine trying to get, like I said, imagine trying to get all these guys. Stole going down. He's got his knocks out in the middle of the field. Silly Willy. Wiggafish, 1, 2, 3. Phantom, easy. Easy going down. Phantom going down. Stole coming back. He's got an OP close. Wiggafish through the field. Fubar. Wigga down. Wigga down. Not sure if Stole got that one or not. Looks like he got them both, though. Hard telling. They were pretty far apart, so that was a good shot of Seth. Let's take a look over here. This is where all the action's going on. Fucking bonkers, folks. Acres and crew. Oh, the satchel goes off and takes out everyone. Oh my gosh, you saw all those bodies there just moments ago. Look at how absolute madness we've got here. Dig, Bickett, and crew still working their way over here on this western side. They've lost a little bit of ground now. They've got to work their way back to the 5 points. It's going to be key going forward, but you see a huge smoke barrage coming out by the Axis there. And you can't ask for much better than this. Look at you, y'all. Here we go. Smoke coming out. Allies making a push. Oh, T-Tony. Getting him some. Turning T's rules to baloney. Mini Fiji. Mini Fiji working his way up. Ledford goes down. OP drops. Fiji get taken out by Dig Bicken. We've got Merc in the house. Look, we've got Za. We've got Taco in the house. We've got LGN 12 gauge making his way up. And this is going to be huge. Dig Bicken and crew have to maintain control of this little area here, or it is going to end extremely poorly. Not only that, but they're going to have to somehow leverage enough manpower to work their way back and get this, across this ground. They've got really nowhere to go. You see all the smokes pouring out now. Holy cow. I love it. This is greatness. Excuse me, sorry guys, I gotta do some things really quickly. Alright. Looks like we're starting to dwindle ever so slightly over here on the Allied side. Not as much pressure coming from the Axis as there was moments ago. You see much of which is taking place just north of Point, it feels like. Large push has been alternatively routed from the opposite direction. You see Wigafish working his way in. Stoll going down. Fubar, or Ghost, perhaps, dropping him along the hedges. Bierman and Strigo. Strigo drops. Wig is looking for a kill shot, yo. Chicka chicka, yeah. Edgy McEdgerson must be on edge right now. This team is behind. You see Roma Dub, Phantom, Full Sandman, Savvy, Steel Base, Acres. And look at these. Look at this team. These teams right here. This is absolutely bonkers. So like I mentioned earlier, folks, at no point are we going to see a 5-0. It should just remain a 4-1. As we're trying to get as much out of this as possible. So we will go the full length, I think. That's going to be full 90 minutes, Over here, it looks like Allies have pushed their way back in, kind of taken an alternate route. We've got 12 gauge Ledford. 12 gauge working his way around. 12 gauge taking him out. Gets Za. Stacks. Unable to read the direction, goes towards Spargo, but gets gunned down in the back. Mini Fiji goes down. Spargo, 12 gauge. Will they face off? No. Goblin gets him. Louisiana runs by in the middle of it. You say Kryptonics. Even Spargo turns Kryptonics into Crystal Knocked. 12 gauge Mini Fiji dodging the Artie. We've got Bible Swan, Dooders, and Soda Bear in the big kitty. PF Toast is behind. You see Lucky Luciano out in the distance running AT. I'm certain he's working his way around. Killing Tuba, coming to get some reps done. I don't think he realized how many guys are behind him, obviously. You wouldn't know. You see flight med. Lining up. Oh, drops one. Flight med. Oh, gets taken out though. Unable to shoot a rocket. You would have thought he would have shot some rockets downrange perhaps. Try to at least get some damage on the Tiger. Lucky Luciano going to be one of the closest ones capable of doing anything to the Tiger. Obviously, unless he's running a satchel, he's not going to be able to take it out because we need 3 to the rear, but by golly, he should be good for 2 of them. We're going to find out moments from now. Lucky Luciano. Flight med coming back. Lucky goes down. Somebody is watching over there. I'm not sure who. It could be Daffy Duck just working his way up. Let's take a peek in. Demonic has to see him though. Yeah, guns him down quickly. Daffy is going to return to the OP. Black screen he goes. Thief and Spartan clearing up some enemy spawns and whatnot. Over here on the western side of the point, we're going to work our way back in slowly. Leaf blower killing 2, but leaf blower with an MG. That MG42 is going to be absolutely filthy right here. Pathfinder lukewarm, gunned down quickly by it, but leaf blower managing to get taken out as well. Couple guys working their way across the field. Usually never a good idea in competitive matchups, and yeah, it doesn't work out too well for them here. I think they hope they could sneak one in, perhaps trying to get to that Tiger. I don't know, but not going to be a good plan against teams that can shoot like this. So hopefully they decide to fix their routes going forward. But we've got Tiger tank marked up over here. That's going to be Bible Swan. Nobody to the rear that can do anything. You see killing 2, but takes out General Chaos. There in the distance. Lukewarm going down as well. Lucky Luciano, maybe. Yeah, him, Temp, and Tej Rules going to be the only ones capable of doing any damage to the Tiger. But you see these guys are quite a ways away. Kryptonics out there taking shots at Temp. Temp looks like he's perhaps throwing some smokes out in the open field, trying to cover his tracks a little bit. Maybe distract the driver, if anything, get him to think they're coming from that way while he works around. We're going to check back moments from now, see if he manages to get across the field. But in the meantime, AA network really empty. Briz being one of the only ones within the point. You see the line drawn in the sand. Good garrison network being set up here. Supplies coming down constantly just to ensure they're ready nonetheless. Or if we need to alternate in any way, we've got what we need. .75 exchanging shots again. There he is. So where you go? AMAC and crew really utilizing this hillside here. Obviously a very well-rounded armor crew. You've seen them in DMT in seasons prior. Making it to the finals, I believe AMAC was one of them. Always a solid TC to watch. Stole, Dawn Live, going to be 2 of the closest to the point, trying to get some action here. Live look, let's get a Stole POV. Stoley boy, here you are, brother. Ooh, Caster's Curse. We got a Wigga making his way through the wheat. Wigga in the wheat, y'all. Somebody pop that Wigga. Bombing run inbound. Looks to be from the opposite side. That's going to be Horty Demon dropping the bombing run. That's super cool to see where it went, actually. That's so freaking neat. I've never noticed that before, but very cool indeed. Doesn't end up doing anything, though. I don't know if he managed to get much with that. It looks like he was a little too close to the point. Everybody was kind of... It was kind of a wasted bombing run, I do believe, but I may be wrong. I didn't see anybody, you know, necessarily go down from it, so just working with what I know. Now, Wake and crew on the back foot. We all know how important it is to get these initial caps. You see Brecourt Battery being contested. Recon plane going up. We've got somebody directly in Brecourt Battery. Several players now working their way in. That's Ozone and Dawn Live fighting their way through. You see Temp coming off Diesel's OP. Lieutenant General Bergs in the distance. Ooh! Satchel goes off, takes out every ally around. You see Dawn Live gunned down by T-Tony within the broken building on AA Network. Great heads-up play there, and now Horty and crew are trying to put on a little bit of a show for you folks. We've got several guys working their way into Brecourt Battery. We're making our way there really slowly. Let's speed that up just a right? Sweet. There we go. Beautiful. La Bubba. Lucky Luciano. Lucky knows he's close. Guns him down. Quick pick. Killa, California. Pathfinder toast. We've got Raider. Oh, Raider gets dropped. Flight Med no longer running AT. He gets dropped from a distance. I believe that's Kryptonics. Yeah, oh yeah. Right here in the window, just picking people off in the distance. JPL dropping Doc in the distance. A little bit more calm happening now, but you see Akers and Spartan leading their men in. You got Leaf Blower, Daffy Duck, Randall Men. Not to be confused with Randall Man. As he goes, look, I know there's more than one of us. Forgot about it, you know? Haha. Akers going down. Lukewarm double teamed by Leaf Blower and Randleman. Tej Rules and Leaf Blower have run into each other a couple times now. These two looking to meet up yet again. Leaf Blower just an absolute animal so far today. Another look at the map. Great Garrison Network setup. We've got plenty of supplies up. That way, if anything goes down, we can definitely replace them at any given moment's notice. Unfortunately, we have got to be careful. AA Network so far impenetrable now by Awake and crew. You see Horty Demon, enemy commander there, making his way up into the AA Network. Ooh, artillery. Absolutely obliterating that whole squad there. Golly. Already continuing to rain in as we make our way. Rockpile, Roma Dub. Roma getting him some. Dawn Live sees Roma through the field. Right in the gap between the trees. Picks him off. Seems to be a little bit of a stalemate over on this eastern side. A lot of these same names been here a good while. Percante and crew working their way in. You see Dawn Live as well. I'm going to stay right here for just a moment. Back and forth we go. Like I said, folks, it's not going to be quite as exciting today. We've got map checks to do. We've got things to watch for, movements, OPs. A lot is going to go into this decision making. You see enemies taking out a garrison awake, marking it, obviously, before they managed to take it out. Roma dub. Chugma. Giving him the old cum blast. Chugma going to be one of the only ones left over here. It looks like the red team here has, Horty and crew have really taken over this northeast side of AA Network, kind of drawing a wedge between any of the allied infantry that was over here. Much of the fight now coming to a rest. Diesel here, again, managing to sneak within. He gets an OP. I'm certain he's calling out, "Hey guys, on me, let's go." And I'm willing to bet once they start spawning, we're going to get some guys in the, we're going to get some cap pressure, I reckon. I think, with nobody hardly being there, well, he only gets one guy, so maybe not. I would have liked to have seen a whole spawn wave come off of that whole another 5 dudes, but not a problem. Probably scoping out the point. You see Killing Tuba, one of the only ones around. Perhaps may run into Raider. These guys might see each other. Raider sees him. Killing Tuba. Back and forth. Utilizing cover. Raider gets down. Pops back up. I think both of them have been hit now once. Raider utilizing the tree, but it's not going to be enough. Killing Tuba wins that engagement there. You see Diesel going down on the other side. Probably stepped on a mine, it appeared. Saw a little minor explosion, but OP is still up, so that's going to be great for Diesel and crew. Randleman Lux, T-Tony, Chungus. T-Tony. Time to shine, brother. Holy shit. Only sitting on a gold mine. Oh! Had the STG, unable to get it done there. I thought that was about to get exciting for a second. Not that it wasn't, but you know what I mean. Briz dropping, look, almost the same spot. Maybe if I saw a dead body there, I'd think better of running in the exact same line, but who knows. Tiger making its way up. That's going to be Bible, Swan, and crew yet again. We are right back in the mix. You see Stacks and a couple others dropping. Rocket comes in from across the map. I'm not even sure who. Maybe Z-Fork. Hits a couple of them. Ledford and Lux doing the tango. Wani comes up, says, "I don't think so." Lux takes a bullet for him. Wani ends up dropping anyway. I'm not quite certain how. Maybe Ivan, I think, has a little bit of an angle on him. Not sure. It didn't make any sense, but who knows. Who knows? Bible Swan backing his armor unit up. Utilizing some cover, trying to take that smoke into precaution here. Doesn't want to get overrun quickly by an AT or somebody for a chance with a satchel. Flight Med, Ledford. A couple of the boys making their way in the point. Rather unfortunate, I guess. Ledford or Flight Med going down. I think Bun Bun out here saw him in the building. You heard the MP40 popping off a little bit. Thief taking a peek, makes his way through. Ledford working his way within the point. Bergs. Yeah, we've got quite a line drawn around. Point is just going to be up to the Allies now to force their way in and win these gunfights. Flare goes live. They see both Steel Blaze and Savvy, but unfortunately that spawn wave that just occurred with Mini Fiji, Fubar, and Fools was not on that. So crazy how that works out. The timing impeccable, but they're not going to see that spawn wave there. Just the two guys that were back here. Ugh, man, what a long day it has been. Spent much of the day at my grandmother's house helping her clean a little bit. Oh, Satchel. Tierney. Tierney says, I'm going to take you out no matter what. Wani runs by. Lux runs by. How is that? There you go. Tierney gets him from behind. Is he taking his own satchel out? Oh, shit. He might be trying to dismantle his satchel. Oh, he manages to get it, but he gets creeped up on. Noah from Pathfinders, and you've got Akers as well, comes up, guns him down. Oh my gosh. I think it probably would have been best if he had left that. He would have wiped them and... Oh my. Oh my. Had the play, didn't realize it, and I think it kind of bit him in the behind. He was trying to make a different play happen and cost him it all. Risked it for the biscuit and came out dry, you know? Shit. 12 gauge Sandman. Oh. Goblin trying to work his way up on Doc. Jumps around. Goblin going down. Doc says, I've got a prescription. Grozny. Berg, Steel Blaze. Holding down this north of point. You got Louisiana and Za. Moments from running into each other. Happen to go the opposite ways now. Goblin and them rounding. Louisiana coming back. Ooh, Louisiana getting taken out by Za. He manages to put a mine up. Stepped on, of course, as we all just saw. Ooh. Steel Blaze working his way in. He's infiltrated the Allied stronghold here. North of point. Ledford up behind him with the S. Not the S2G, I'm sorry. Ooh, takes him out. Easy lines up. Where's that rocket going? Right on over toward the Tiger. You see, I believe he clipped the hedgerow there, but not a bad little shot. Sends the other one the opposite way. See some enemies out here to the east. It looks like we've got a huge carve of Axis just pouring through this field here. Look at that. Absolute strong point. Neither team near the circle. I mean, look at this. I'm going to go up for you just to show you. We got a couple guys on screen. That's about it. Wani killing Tuba, Berg, Savvy. I mean, you could drop an airhead in this point, and I doubt somebody would know it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. These guys fighting it out along the line, not allowing anybody to pass. Plane going overhead now. Looks like a recon plane coming in. I reckon that is going to be, let's see. Yes, it's going to be an Axis recon plane coming in, so Bible Swarm and crew working their way up. Obviously keeping that coax locked to the front. Look, already just close enough, but not quite to get that spawn wave. Random and Lux, pinch assault, Bun 12 gauge. Working their way through. Oh, already comes out just absolutely devastating. It's really the front door of the action here. I think if the Axis decided to allocate more resources over here, I reckon they could probably overrun this. So they've been doing all right all evening, kind of pushing back and taking this ground. It's been a big back and forth here. I think if they coordinated a little bit better and kind of took some of these guys that are just dominating over on the east, I reckon we might have a problem over here for the Allies. But I digress. We're not sure. All I know, folks, is we've got some sweet action on our hands. Team USA tryouts, for those of you just tuning in. We've got a packed house tonight. 98 of some of the best Hell Let Loose players in the world trying out, vying for the top spots. We've got about 75 we're going to allow stick around, so it is going to get interesting, that is for sure. Stacks, Tierney, Ivan, Dig, Bicken working their way up, trying to hold off this onslaught the Axis are throwing at them now. We've got Wani and Pinch Assault in the distance. You see grenades coming across the screen. Thief and Sandman, Randleman working their way up as well. Oh, it's a shit show. Briz gets the gun up first. Stacks doesn't see him. Randleman drops him. Already marked out to come in. It's going to be a little bit closer there. There you go. Allies with some good drops. Just unable to quite dial it in. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Bun, Dig, Bicken. No idea each other there. They see each other through the smoke. Dig coming out on top. That M1 Garand, nasty tonight. Wani, you see Second Lieutenant Sandman and Doc spawning in the distance back there. I gotta go get a water real quick. I will be right back. Tierney pulling out the torch. You see him lighting people up. Gets him another one. We've got Akers coming up as well now. Randleman and the boys. Stacks peeking around. Throws the rocket out. Dunny loves men. Dunny with the donation. Thanks, Dunny. All of which will be going to charity, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you out there watching, I will not be keeping a dime of it. It will all be getting donated. Look at this back and forth. The volley of grenades. Sandman. Briz somehow coming out on top there. Managing to take down Randleman as well. Wani working his way. He's got to see him. Wani unable to get the shot off 12 gauge. He peeks around. Wani goes down. Goblin throwing the nade. 12 gauge sees him. Nade goes down anyway. Briz. Oh, Briz with the chance. Briz. Danced the bullets around him. You saw that Browning automatic just chopping there for a moment. Raider taking out Mini Fiji with the pump. Wani comes around. Raider gets gunned down from behind, or rather from the distance. You see Stacks going down. Bunman line and wait. Oh, this is absolutely nuts. Blue Chew gunned out of the supply truck. Ivan Spargo takes him down. Oh, we got some back and forth. Tyranny going down. Randleman working his way in. Za, Briz, Goblin protecting the OP. Za going down through the bushes. Briz making his way around. Takes out Randleman. Goes down. The satchel takes everybody around. Golly. We gotta get everybody else on camera, guys. I can't stick to over there. That was great. You talk about some action. Diesel working his way through the field, unable to clear it. Wigafish 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check the technique. Tiger making his way out. Ledford. Oh, Ledford sees him. Says, wait. Wanted a piece of him so bad. Got Bergs. You see the Tiger on the right side of your screen. Diesel. Raider going down on the opposite side of the hedgerow. Bierman, Eli, Pope, Southpaw, and Ghost. These gentlemen on this eastern side just having a heyday so far, working together. You see all the same names from before. Southpaw, Roma Dub, Fubar. All these guys dominating here on this northeast side of the point. Fools now with the MG. Oh, this has got to be great. You know he's having a blast. Diesel going down. Raider trying to make his way through the smoke, but Z4 going to come up, probably drop the OP if I had to guess. Oh no, I don't think he saw it. Z4 going around. I think there was an OP there. I'm not sure. Possibly not anymore. We're not sure, but Diesel, yeah, Diesel and crew spawning now back there. Ivan Spargo stole 55. 55. We got a Wigga in danger, y'all. Wigga dropping bodies, cuh. Skirt. Oh, Wigga down. Dawn live. Making it rain. Diesel and crew trying to work back, but man, it just seems like the Axis are slowly but surely just carving into the Allied team. Allies unable to really get that stuff going. Noah J in the back line putting in work here. He's got the eyes on everybody. I don't think anybody realizes he's there except for Ozone, and Ozone's got to do the old Ramba Dambo, the Mamby Pamby with that MG trying to do something. Oh, pulls up. He's got the BAR, folks. Gets gunned down anyway, but that was fun to watch. What is that dropping in background? Allied supplies. We got Allied supplies dropping back on the back line. Certainly awake, trying to reestablish. You see they've lost the Gardens here. That going to be a crippling blow, and as you see, allowing the Axis to just flow right in once they've lost this middle ground here. Oh, how important that has become. Bible Swan and crew playing the DMT rules. Sitting back, relaxing, not assisting the infantry any longer. They're just doing a little bit of overwatch, if you will, using that high ground there. Ledford, Dawn Live, Bierman, Percante, these folks are going to be the only ones close to the point now to even get some contesting going on mid. Awake working his way back south or north side of Brecourt Battery, trying to clear up the back lines. You see Second Lieutenant Sandman working his way up. We got Doc as well. Awake going down. Sandman lying in wait. Puts Awake to sleep, ironically. Doc and the boys. See, this gets dangerous for the Allies now. They're being forced to kind of fall back here. They do not any longer have an established push along this front door. They're being forced out and around on each side, and that is not good. That is the one place that the Allies knew that they could not lose. I know Awake, being very, very familiar with this game, he was all more than aware of that. Obviously cannot be happy right now. We've got pressure coming in. It looks like, oh man, look at that. See, that's what happens when you lose it. Look at the gardens now. Ouch. Yeah. Large flood coming in. Allies being forced to redeploy. We've got contesting happening back and forth for just a moment. Bun taking down Ivan Spargo. Tierney goes down. Bun on a roll now. Oh, no longer. Already comes in. Wani, Edgy McEdgerson. These guys run right past each other. Wani halts for a moment. I'm sure he heard it. Yeah, he heard him. Oh, he goes to check, but he can't see. He's around the bush. Takes off the other way. Ozone and Briz. Wani peeking through, drops Ozone. Wani goes down as well. I believe that, yeah, that would have had to been Briz over there with the angle. Ivan Spargo working his way up again. Killa, Collapse, Za, Maryland, Stole. All the fellas putting some pressure back on the Gardens. They say, we got to take it. We got to have it. Za. Bloop. Look at these guys. You hear the shots coming in, guys. Just picking people off across the fields. Poor Cheeks making his way through the field here. Running support tonight. Easy, Dawn Live and Pop. Back here trying to hold off this eastern side. Not allowing them to get any closer to Brecourt Battery. Phantom over there in the trench. Pops his head up. Takes out Pop. Talk about a satchel. My God, this whole time I was looking to see who's going to protect it, this and that, and bing, bang, boom. Edge assault working his way up. Peering through the trees. He's going to see some here in a moment. Nope, everybody now. Oh, Raider making his way back. Raider sees him, though. This game is all about timing. How many times, let me know in the chat, how many times does that happen to you where you look one way, you go, okay, obviously nothing's there. You turn, and in the minute you turn, you get gunned down from that exact same spot. Tell me that hasn't happened to you constantly. Akers working his way up, clearing. Allies slowly being pushed back. You see Axis infantry just slowly but surely taking over more and more ground, you know, meter by meter. As far as you see the OP down here in the middle, probably belonging to Noah J, if I had to guess. He just came out of there. AMAC no longer in a tank, running squad leader. Says we got to get something going, folks. We don't have the fuel. I'm getting dog walked right now. I better hop in as squatty. Squaw. Phantom either knows something we don't know, or there he goes. I've never been able to jump over that door before, but more power to you if you are. He gets over, guns a few down up the street. The move pays off. Stacks tossing a grenade. Riz trying to hold off. JPL gunned down Noah J, working his way through. Ivan Spargo and Stacks got a hold here. Ivan gonna be, oh, manages to catch Phantom looking. Stacks working his way in as well. What a setup we've got tonight, folks. Peeking, checking his corners, checking twice. Maybe that's happened to him too many times. Maybe that's why he checks them twice. Stacks and crew working through. Trying to take back control of the gardens. T-Tony, Noah J. Blue Chew Fubar. Among a couple of them to be named. Trying to ensure that doesn't happen. Stacks peeks his way through. T-Tony taking him down. You saw Demonic, and I didn't catch who his spotter was, but we've got two of them back here. Going back and forth. Blue Chew, it looks like. Ooh, catches a grenade. I think that was from Demonic. Nice toss. Horty ends up going down. That's going to be ghosted over here. Sliding through rock pile, trying to get some revenge. Ghosted. Using the cover properly. Allowing rock pile to get out there in the open, and he makes him pay for it. I think those are Allied supplies. Yeah, Allied supplies in the distance. Contesting going on back here at Brecourt. Well, I'll tell you what, somebody getting aggressive. Ooh, look at the Allied armor. Throwing shots through that Spectre, Iowa Harley, and anti-tank Frank. Bible Swan, only one remaining in the tank. Tierney now walking alongside it. Perhaps hoping Bible Swan doesn't turn into him. I don't know. But a great way to keep the tank marked as well as inshore. Oh, you see the coax. Coax is ripping Tierney. Dodging, duck, dip, diving, and dodging. Bible Swan. Doing a good job of keeping himself alive, but realistically, if there was a... there we go. Takes a shot from Spectre and crew. Keeps on going. He probably's like, where the hell did that come from? Got to be in his map. He ends up driving right into the wall. Drunken Swan. Perhaps. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Stacks. Working his way around. Duders makes it all the way back to the armor unit and gets taken down. Stacks now trying to hop over. Oh shit. Gets one in the front. Would have liked to see him try to get around back, but I guess he probably wouldn't have made it anyway. Noah J. Slips right past Noah J. Right past T-Tony. Soda Bear coming up saying, wait, 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 wait. Stop, 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 stop. Letting him in. What a move there. Talking about the precision. Now he's got a driver. Now he's got a gunner. That turret's going to move. There it goes. Stacks has another one he can throw at it, but nothing right now. Yep, there you go. If he peers out, T-Tony goes down anyway. Looks like the Tiger is going to be safe for right now. You got Tierney coming in. Yeah, there we go. More and more guys are going to start to flock once they see this. Chungus, Shark, Spartan. Working their way in. Brecourt Battery being contested. Going down now. General Chaos, Tej rules drop, and Spartan takes them both. Dig Bickin. Got some dig Bickin to do, if you ask me, folks. Shark just happens to pull on him. Dig Bickin running. Not weapon at the ready and pays for it. 12 gauge at the broken house. He's made quite a bit of a push there. Awake and crew still doing their best to hold off as much as they can. 12 gauge. Oh, wow. Look how close to the garrison he was. And the spawn comes. Nobody sees him. Toast sees him. Toast shoots his own guy. No, I'm just kidding. 12 gauge probably shot him. Doing you dirty, Toast. Temp. Here's off in the distance. Not going to have a whole lot to take a peek at, but we've got a couple guys still in Brecourt. Wani, Bun Bun, Louisiana. They're giving them hell right now. 12 gauge Mini Fiji spawning off Wani's OP. Sergeant Jackal going down. Lucky Luciano making his way across the field. Typically does not work. Utilizing the bush for cover. 12 gauge going down. Lucky shooting, then moves. Cover and fire. Wani drops one. Lucky Wani. Oh! Rocket comes up short. Wani makes him pay for it. Good heads-up play. Not able to get quite enough in it, unfortunately. Brecourt Battery starting to be under siege, if you will. I mean, let's take a look at the map. We've got garrisons close, but they're all still at least about 300 meters out, so a little bit of a trek. If you're going to be the Allies, they got to manage to bring enough guys back. This is a 49v49, unless, you know, maybe one or two guys were unable to fill, but we have plenty on standby, so I don't think that's the case. Bun Bun doing a good job working around, taking out slowly but surely, just picking away at the Allies, trying to find that OP. Lucky Luciano spawning Backside of point. I wonder if he happens to see Bun Bun. Alright. Let's find something a little more entertaining. Shall we? Cheeks, Sandman. Battle of the Bush. Both these guys lying in wait, waiting for the other to make a move. Where you at, though, he says. Ozone, Easy, and Tyranny trying to take back this middle ground here. Allies managing to take recontrol of the gardens here, southeast of Brecourt Battery, rather. Easy and Akers getting ready to meet in the trenches. Easy taking him out. Pinch of Salt, Blue Chew in the background as well. You see Horty, commander of the Axis side right now, having quite a time so far. He's got about 26 minutes remaining in this matchup, but his team managed to cap first and has not let up since. So we are going to see how proactive he managed to stay. Allies finally managing to lock down this front door and make a legitimate push. This is what we're talking about. This is going to make for a good ending. I guarantee you that. Satchel pops. Claims a life. Nobody within AA network. Look, we can do a little dance. Nothing, folks. Wigafish, Steel Blaze, Savvy, everybody maintaining control of this eastern flank. On AA Battery, we've got Flight Med working his way up as the assault now. Wig about to pop off, yo. Wig about to blast, cuh. Oh. Wig in danger. Ooh, takes out Flight Med. Might see Percante in the distance, I'm not sure. Ooh, gets hit. Wig almost went down. Dawn live. Up on the bush. Let's see what he can see, guys. Up on the bush, up on the house. On the bush. What is he, George Bush? Ooh. Doing the dash. Got the jitters going on, folks. Man, I don't know if that's just my my thing or what. Hopefully that's all that is. And crew still putting the pressure on. You see the Axis now moving in, trying to reclaim the gardens yet again. Collapse, absolutely surrounded here. Lux hops the fence, doesn't see him collapse. Manages to take him out, hops the fence. Blick, back to back. Him and Collapse go the opposite way. Blick, I swore saw him, must not have. See the spawn wave, takes him out. That was great. One with the Car 98. Ooh, gets wasted by Stacks. Stacks peering through with the ready. 12 gauge and the boys. Oh! Z-Fork sends a rocket right over Stacks' shoulder. AMAC trying to work in. 12 gauge says, go get back in a tank, boy. Collapse, dropping Z-Fork. Randleman sending some shots back down range. AA Network Now getting some cap pressure. You see Easy ghosted Ledford Cheeks. Percante goes down in the distance, but we've got Kill a Dawn Live, JPL, Diesel. We've got a push on mid. We've got contesting going on Brecourt Battery. It is a cap race, folks, and the Allies are now in control. Let's see how this plays out. Take here. Pops a flare for this team. He's only going to see this one guy. So they're gonna be like, how is this going on, guys? Spawn wave comes in the distance. Cheeks was right on it. I think he managed to get the OP as they spawned. Lieutenant Jen Berg making sure he gets another one there. You see him pausing in the field. Allies flooding the field. Eastern side hasn't looked this blue in, well, really all game hardly. Never at any moment were the Allies really able to, get in there. So let's follow this Allied push. This is what we like to see, folks. I like this. JPL, Diesel, the boys firing off into the distance. Pop gets one through the bushes. Where's it at? I hear it. The hell, am I blind? Oh, there it is. God damn. That was goofy. Axis bombing run comes in, manages to halt the push the Allies had going on. Drops one right in front of the point. Diesel now the only Allied member within AA network. Rockpile, Blue Chew, Spartan killing two, but we've got Phantom, we've got Roma Dub. The boys are now flooding back into the point. We've got a Tiger over here that's going to be Bible Swan and crew. Managed to pick up the rest of the fellers. And now back to the action. Europe and Eli Pope, rather. Percante and Strigo off in the distance. You see getting some action here on the east. Plenty of pressure now coming from the east side. This is actually looking pretty good. Allies managing to hold off that Axis push right here at the garden, while also getting a backdoor garrison and some instant cap pressure. So something you like to see. Gary goes right outside. They take a few steps. Backdoor cap pressure coming. Chugma, Lucky, Edgy, Stole, Verbal Pred. Away they go. Edgy. Look at the trigger discipline right here. Edgy managing to fire in the distance now. Stole sees the garrison. Edgy going to assist in ensuring he's able to take it out. He says, let me cover you. Oh. Stole no longer going after the garrison. Perhaps sending somebody else to it or having somebody come satchel it. I'm not sure. Let's take a peek back over this way. Yeah. I have no idea. Interesting play, though. Interesting play. Good. No, now it sets up the OP. Now goes back for it. Blue Chew coming in, though. Blue Chew goes down. Stole! Popping back up. Not sure how he knew where he was coming from, but by golly, he gets him. Stoll still in the garrison. Chugma working his way around, protecting Stoll from the hedgerow. Stoll dropping the garrison. That's going to be a big play. That's the Axis backline garrison is right here, folks. That means allies are now going to pinch in from both sides. This eastern push may very well come together. You see the spawn wave come from the east to point off that garrison, but that's because that's the only one. Percante and crew within a couple meters of locking it out entirely. This could get ugly very, very quickly. Easy sending a rocket right into the back of Bible Swan's armor unit. Stoll pushing the boys in. Lucky Luciano taking control of the broken house there on AA Network. Bergs goes down easy on the hunt. Bible Swan putting the back of the armor unit to the building, making it much harder to deal damage to this Tiger. Easy going to get another one in it and then have to instantly redeploy. It doesn't look like he's doing that, but Bible Swan hopping out. Taken out. Soda Bear unable to be seen. He's in the bush. This could be big. Soda Bear. Oh, Easy knows he's there, but he doesn't know where. Soda Bear slips through. Stoll takes out. Oh my gosh, Savvy goes down. Soda Bear still doing. Stoll's got to find him. Right? There he goes. Stoll with the knife. Toast and T-Tony. Uh-oh. T-Tony with the upper hand. Toast launching a grenade in the building, though. Sends one the other way. Toast is like, I don't know where they're at, but I'm clearing them out, damn it. Tony with the underhand says, think fast. Toast! Toast! Tony, baby. Talk about that. That's what I'm talking about, man. Damn. Love it. Rocket comes in. Goblin trying to do some damage to the Tiger. Killing Tuba, making his way over there. Does the MG get the better hand? Nope. Goblin managing to work his way. Now this is not what you want to see. Goblin and Easy both working their way in. Oh, Rutro. Another one. Goblin taking a guy down. Savvy. Protect him. Savvy! Savvy! Yes! Savvy able to drop the allied infantry. Trying to put work on the tank. Mini Fiji coming in to repair. Running that engineer role. That's what you like to see, folks. Guys that are willing to step in and do what is needed. You saw Savvy work up and protect that armor unit. Allies now getting some offensive cap pressure, working their way in from the 5 points just west of point. Now majority of the allied team within the 4 squares. You see basically the only place they're not is within the circle. Large Axis spawn wave coming from the east side now, southeast of point. Goblin working his way around. Hordy Demon falling in behind the Tiger. Goblin manages to hit the Tiger yet again, but nobody able to get the Tiger from behind. Bible Swan and crew just absolutely controlling the area around them. Flare goes up for the Axis. We've got JPL, Temp, probably Dig Bicken, and a couple others going to be spotted. Yeah, quite a few guys are going to be spotted here. Oh! How close was he? He had moved the... Oh, man, it wasn't going to hit anyway. It was a little bit off, but... By golly, what an attempt. Awake trying to take out Bible Swan's Tiger. Misses by mere meters there. Whew! Yowza. Noah J. Axis doing a great job at defending the point. Edgy, Goblin, Chugma, Flight Med, all of which working their way, trying to make it through the point. Flare goes up, Grozny. Grozny letting that M1 carbine eat a little bit. He's got eyes on the Axis spawn point here. You've got a half-track just chilling here, folks. Garrison Mark comes out. Doc knows he's close. He goes, it's locked out. Where the hell is he? Rounds the corner, manages to take him out, but nonetheless, it's been marked. House Squad marking it up with armor. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. 75 going down. I think that was a 75. Looks like it. Yeah, 75 goes down. Oh no, maybe it's just a light tank. Yeah, it's just a light tank. Little light guy going down in the back line. Not as big as we thought it was. Dual Tigers now working their way up, trying to do their best to protect each angle of this Allied push. The backside so far neutralized. This western push, though, from 5 points, rather relentless so far. Axis supplies making their way in. We've got just 10 minutes remaining, folks. This is anybody's game, as you've seen all day. I'm curious to see if Awake is able to lock in and get the boys where they need to be. You see they've all inch by inch made a push. Slowly but surely just taking every bit of ground they can, forming a line. Almost like a chain gang. JPL and Noah going back and forth. I tried to get there in time. JPL taking him out. Wani going down. We've got armor back here. This is Spectre and crew in the 76. Try not to lose one. Taking shots in the distance. You got Bible Swans Tiger peering through the hedges there. Random and Flight Med. This is where you see it's just an all-out shit show. This is where everybody, you find out who's going to win their gunfights right here. This is when it starts. Artillery raining in on this western side. Looks to be Allied artillery, though, interestingly enough. We've got the armor unit by Girth Brooks and crew, Agent Stone and Vader out in the distance working their way up. General Chaos trying to do just that, cause a, excuse me, a little bit of chaos. Bun. No longer an engineer, now running a squad leader. Gets taken down. Rocket comes in. You see the eastern side is locked down here by the Allies. They're all but ready to basically push across this field, but the Axis doing a good job to hold up as best they can. Look at the line drawn in the sand. This is your battlefield, folks. This is what we're talking about. Axis just forming that wedge, slowly but surely forcing the Allies off the point. Allies unable to cross any of those open, that open terrain. That's the only problem for the Allied side. If you don't manage to cap mid, you've got all of this open ground to cross unless you're able to infiltrate on these couple little spots here. So unfortunate to watch. We've got several Allied forces now working in from 5 points. They're going to run into Girth Brooks' crew and Bible Swan's crew here just moments from now. I'm curious if any of them have much info. We've got Dog Squad marking Bible Swan's crew. I want to say that was Toast there. But other than that, golly, we've got just 7 minutes left. I can't say this wasn't exciting. Gosh. Back and forth, front door push. No front door push. It's wild. They're taking more ground than they have in a while, and the front door's completely open now. Moments ago, it was flooded. You see no blue now. Or not much. They've kind of been, rerouted a little bit here. Chungus going down. That was JPL peering around. Edgy goes down in the distance. Daffy drops him with the Car 98. Rocket comes in from Temp. Nearly gets T-Tony. He's taken out from the distance. Easy the only one to slip through there. Noah J leading the boys in Kryptonics. Temp now with a nearly insurmountable amount of field to cross, with facing a absolute firing squad. Allied, look at that. Lands right next to Lux. Lux has no idea. Grenade comes in, doesn't do anything. Wani, T-Tony. Somebody's got to have a nade, right? Wani sees it. Nade goes out. Woo! Thank God. I thought that was crazy. I saw Lux right here. Lands right next to him, almost in his field of view. Doesn't see it. The Allies about got away. About got away with that one. That was wicked. Awake, guaranteedly gritting his teeth right now. Upset that didn't work. Look at all the smoke comes in, but it's just too late. The airhead had already popped. I wish we had seen a push like this before, Why they broke down from that and just tried to, go back and forth with kills, I'm not sure. Utilize the cover, utilize the concealment. That's what this game's about. That's what Allies are managing to do right now, but it's just not enough. Look at all this. This is beautiful. Allies almost making it to the garrison. Ghosted doesn't know where it's at. He just knows it's over here roughly somewhere. Taken down. Wigga drops him. Four minutes remaining in this matchup. Fools dodges the arty round. You see him in the middle of AA Network just slanging lead everywhere he can, just trying to really just help the team at this point. This is all about getting that suppression. If you see somebody, absolutely, but he knows about where they're coming from. He sees the smoke. At this point, it's all about making their time harder. And doing a great job at such. Awake going down in the distance. You see 3.5 minutes remain. Lucky Luciano sending the rocket. Almost gets him. Whoo! Smoke now landing in the middle of the point that's been called in. You've got Raging Blue dropping smoke now. Allies thinking they're going to take this. But unfortunately, like I mentioned before, their lack of front door push has now left Brecourt Battery wide open, folks. Ghost's going to be one of the first ones moving in, but you see... Whoops. There we go. Gotta be frustrating for the Allies. Just enough pressure to really throw them off. 34 seconds to start this cap. Let's get right here in the action. Let's see if it happens, folks. Shots coming in. Randleman through the smoke. Lux lining up with the MG, just spraying in the distance. Yeah. Bierman. 2 minutes have gone. Horty Demon from the 75th can go ahead and claim victory. He's now got a friendly airhead, an Axis airhead, dropping within the point. I believe artillery took it out already, but I didn't see where it landed or if it did. So yeah. Oh, no, there it is. Never mind, I thought that already a shot that landed right there took it out, but Allies, right, look, right there, got it locked out. Ledford drops the grenade and goes on, takes control of the house. It's just not going to be enough. You see the push coming in by the Allies back here on Brecourt, but Mini Fiji and Blick at the right time, getting just the right amount of pressure, enough to cause things to go south for the Allies, and that is going to be all she wrote, folks. Awake going to go down to Horty Demon and crew tonight. Team USA beating Team USA. That's the only winners you're gonna see, folks. Nobody stands a chance. The World Cup Dome belongs to the United States. I promise you. Give up now while you still have a chance. That's all I gotta say. Because you saw all this madness that just happens, and we're gonna take the best out of all of these guys. So good luck. Let me know how it works out for you. Donnie, thanks again for the donation. We're gonna get that to a charitable cause. Everybody out there watching, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Again, hit us with a like, hit that subscribe button. We got more of this coming at you. I've got a whole weekend lined up. We've got, let's see, we had this tonight. We've got tomorrow night, I believe I got one scheduled. Gosh, let's see. Tomorrow night, yeah, we've got tomorrow night at 9. We've got the OSCL Championship, so MSU taking on OCL. And then I got Summit on Sunday. I got one at 7:30 p.m. We're going to see 3-5 taking on First in the Valley. Trying to get back to that Valley Finals. 3-5 upset. They're not in the Summit tournament. Looking to make sure they prove a point and that they belong. We're going to try to get a good look at the scoreboard here. Just going to go through, look at these scores. This is outrageous. I love it. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all again for being here. Very much appreciate it. Those of you tuning out, stay classy, San Diego. Forget about